Hello everyone, welcome back to TechCruise. Today I will be telling you guys what it felt like riding the Mukuta 10 Plus for around 500 kilometers. First of all, I'd like to start on the display screen. This display screen is very nice, but unfortunately is difficult to see during the daytime, but is perfect in the nighttime, as you can see all the stats you need to see when riding. Moving on, down on the handlebars is a screw tight lock on the handlebars. You can fold down the handlebars just like so, and by pulling it and pushing it forward, it folds down very nicely. Unlike other scooters, the handlebars go forward, so it's so much easier when trying to pack it down with having bags like these on the scooter. Moving down on the handlebar, we've got the brake levers. They are nice brakes, but unfortunately we ran into a minor issue when riding on some normal path. Our scooter started braking and the motors were cutting out. We weren't sure what was happening. We looked around the brake levers and we weren't sure what the problem was. So we moved the lever a couple of times, around 5 times. We saw that the dial on the screen disappeared, so the scooter was properly fine, but we just couldn't use the brake lever because it could have happened again. When we arrived home, we called Bike Scooter City asking about the brake lever, and they recommended us to go to eMove Bikes in Alexandra Headlands and go bring the scooter to them so they can check out the brake levers and if there's any other problems with the scooter itself. Once we brought the scooter to the eMove Bikes, they told us that one of the bolts inside the handlebar was very loose and they tightened that for us. After that small service that they did with the bolt, the brakes have been completely fine, and we are thankful that they fixed that small problem. After riding this scooter for around 500 kilometers, I realized of how well this scooter has been built. The stem is very nice and strong and durable. I don't have to worry about any wobbliness at higher speeds or anything moving or sounding like it's kind of gonna fall apart. Moving down on the scooter, we've got the front light. The front light is very powerful during the nighttime. In my opinion, it makes everything look like daytime. I have gotten a bit of complaints from motorists and pedestrians saying that the light is very bright, and during the daytime as well, some people have said we left it on sometimes, and they said, "Oh, your light is very bright, could you please turn it off," or something like that. And so we're sort of thinking of creating some 3D printed plastic piece to put over the top of the light so it doesn't beam straight into people's eyes and it gets cut off exactly where people's heads are. When moving down from the lights, we've got the front wheel. The suspension is a C-type suspension. I haven't seen anything like on a scooter before because it's got 2 coils, one on each side, which absorbs the energy very well from all terrain. We have realized that there's a small rubber silicone cover that came off from the top of the suspension and it keeps dropping down. We took it to Bike Scooter City and they put it back up. We're not sure if the longevity of the scooter would decrease because of the dirt maybe going up or something like that, but hopefully that doesn't cause an issue to the scooter itself. Okay, let's talk about the tires. They are loud. When passing pedestrians, they can definitely hear you from miles away. The tires are extremely loud, but luckily, because of the knobby tires, they give you enough grip on any type of terrain. After riding this scooter for around 500 kilometers, we decided to take the scooter to Buck Scooter City for a service and just to check if everything's top notch on the scooter. When we took the scooter to Buck Scooter City, they provided us a list that I'll show right here, showing all of the stuff they do inside their services. I recommend for everyone who's not a very tech-savvy person when fixing scooters or servicing them to definitely take into an authorized dealer, as after doing 500 kilometers on this scooter and getting it serviced and taking it out for a ride straight after, it is such a big difference as everything is nicely touched, all the bolts are tight, nothing is loose, and the brakes are perfectly fine. Another thing we wanted to add is with the tires that after, 25 kilometers, we got a flat, unfortunately. The really good thing about the Mukuta is that it's got split rims. This makes a huge difference. It is so much easier to replace a tire or the tube compared to other rims and tires that do not have split rim. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed watching it. Please like and subscribe so you can help me in evolving my channel, and I hope to see you soon in my next review video. And as always, drive safe and keep exploring.